Hello and welcome everyone back to the Dumbass class with me, Dyslexic Gamer, as my little thingy doesn't work again. Worked for Waldo, then doesn't work for me. As we do another Dark Heresy episode. However, I have been told by Magnus, by order of the Inquisition, the most holy God Emperor's finest, you must go into the description, find the Etsy link, and go and look at my fucking shop. Just to get more views on there. Because I want to sell some art. It's stacking up now. I need to get rid of it. So, I need people to get more money as well. We need economies to grow. Then things like art sell more. It's excellent. So, marvellous. What happened in the last episode? Well, our group gathered up the remainders of the Wild Wardens, a mutant gang that was providing security and doing other surprisingly not evil things within the Underhive. They took the remains of them and dropped them off at their old hideout in the Underhive. They dropped some glorious fungus off with their tech priest, who they sequestered in her sanctum, locked her away in the Underhive to carry on monitoring systems and doing work where she should be, as the rest of the group gathered up their vehicles that they left there when they came down here, and they took off. There was a bit of a little discussion of Darius needing to have someone on the back of his bike to make room for his sister, who now needs to take up space in the car. But after a little bit of awkwardness, they were on their way. After an exhausting journey, because it is the hive, it's a hive city, it takes a fucking long time to travel anywhere. After an exhausting journey, they managed to get back to the Raven Court, their club, their strip club, to be more precise, where we find ourselves now. It is very, very, very late. I should imagine you're basically just going to be gathering yourselves up and heading off to bed, maybe grabbing something to eat or drink before the day is over. If there's anything anyone wanted to do on this last day, if there was anything urgent that you just had to do, speak up now. Because otherwise, I'll be moving NPCs around. And yes, we will start off the next day.
Shit. Was there anything we need to do? In a rush?
Apparently, there was a vision that someone thought was applicable. So they thought that there was a time limit, but is there really? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean,
we need to talk to Nutella, but
we can talk to Nutella later. Technically speaking, we're having retired. Is there anything really urgent? At least for me, I don't believe so. So I'm just going to my room.
Is everyone there in the... every NPC is here?
Pretty much. Not every NPC is in the bar. But there are a couple who basically don't have anything to do at the moment, having a drink. Actually, it definitely wouldn't be the tech priests. Seeing now, they definitely wouldn't be in there, but I would imagine, yeah, he would definitely be in here. He's coming to grow. Growing on him. Well, actually, they'd sit together. Why not? And VV would be in his sanctum. But pretty much, yeah, everyone else is kind of correct.
My room was turned into the med bay, more or less.
I imagine you probably don't want your sister in another room. There are other rooms, because this is basically... Well, before the team took this place over, it was a dirty strip club brothel. So there were a lot of rooms in the back to be rented out. Now your gang have taken up some of those spaces, as well as the other NPCs from the Inquisitorial parties. But you do still have rooms to spare. You could stick her in there. I didn't think you would want to. So
No, I wanted to actually convert my, or not convert, but turn my room into even just a temporary Medicaid bay, or just so I know what the bed's like, I know what the room's like, I know everything about it. Essentially, I've spent enough time in there that it's safe.
sure, you
Don't
can
bite the
definitely do
stains.
that.
Alright.
Safe until Mordecai goes near it.
No. And
The only thing is,
Can I-
so medical supplies, you have like medikits. That's all you really have at the moment. Technically, you could go out and buy medical equipment so that you'd have it in your base for times such as these. Otherwise, otherwise, yeah, it's just going to be basic Medicaid equipment and whatever your Chirurgeon has.
Oh. Okay. So does anyone else need to do anything?
Apart from talk with Jim and Nutella, not really, because he's going to be avoiding other people for reasons.
Who's Jim?
The fucking Lysiara Lila Livchenko.
Livchenko.
Oh, I'm glad other
yes,
people
comrade.
struggle.
Yes, comrade.
I'm so glad
I'm
other
here.
people struggle. I really am. It's not just me.
Disappointed.
You can have
Okay,
a chat
so-
now if you really just need to remember you are ridiculously tired because it's taken like 9 hours, 9.5 hours of just travel today. So yeah, it's
Yeah. I think in that case, yeah, it'd probably be a case of Liliana, come to my room in the morning. I'm gonna go sleep. Also, Nutella, don't go anywhere. We need to talk, but I'm gonna go sleep. Just because, yeah, we are all fucking exhausted, and those are talks I do not want to have. Tired. Made enough bad decisions for one in-game day.
Sure. So, with enough bad decisions being made,
No.
Oh, do we have some more bad decisions
Yep.
today, Darius?
I want to make sure everyone else is this out of the way because I want to check in with our little friends in the Poison Kiss. Make sure the meeting is set up.
Okay. So as you go down, I don't know whose service goal that is. You can just stay there. As you head on down to the table where the Poison Kiss are, there are still a couple of representatives, a couple of girls there drinking. It is very late. They are very, very drunk at this point. But you can at least see, even though you're tired, you look down and there is actually a tab on their, not a tab, a bill on their table. So at least it looks like they're paying for their drink. As you come over and ask about the meeting. Yeah, Ceres. She's really busy at the moment. But she said she'll make time. Was it tomorrow or next day? It's the next day. Yeah, it's not tomorrow. Day's tomorrow. They're very, very drunk, but they see you after a while. You seem to get the idea that okay, it's not tomorrow; it's the next day, and they seem quite certain on that. When you finally go, look, it's this day of the week. They're like, oh yeah, okay.
Okay. I'll ask them to have a good night and check out these three. Make sure they're having a good time too. Holiday. Specific. Yeah, specific.
Oh, Darius, I didn't. Throne, I didn't realise you were all back. How was the operation? Yes. How was the mission you went on?
Could have went better, but yeah, no, it could have went better. We spent more time than we would have liked, but we're back and we're all in reasonably one piece.
Oh well, that is good. Sorry, I'm struggling with my Japanese accent for a moment. Hang on.
What about yourselves? How have you been the past, was it day or so?
Yeah, it's been quite quiet here. A couple of bar brawls. Well, not brawls, little fight earlier. Kind of amusing, a couple of them. But other than that, recruiters kept coming in, which was a bit awkward, you know. But they didn't stay long. They had a look around, went up to a few of apparently the locals, and tried persuading them, gave a look over at our table, and well, took off after that.
Just
yes, it
regular
was very
recruiters?
suspicious.
Just regular old guard recruiters, same uniforms as the usual ones, I guess.
Yeah, the same ones as what you'd normally see. And that is the Arbite.
Yep.
We'll go with the Arbite and Flame. They're just easier to do. I can't do. It's been too long since you've spoken to Tyrannus. I can't do his accent anymore. It saddens me. I'll have to practice more. More racist. More racist, stereotypical accents. More. I'll bring an Indian in next time. We'll do an Apu. Glorious.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just shaking my head.
All right. So,
Glorious. Glorious. Yeah, just same old recruiters as you'd normally see. Nothing special going on, although what kind of oh, just let it go. You're not an Arbite anymore. Throne, who cares? It's a bit of contraband. Look, I want to know. Is it alright for your punters to be doing obscure and shit in here?
say again?
Is it alright for your punters to be doing obscura and other drug-related substances in your club?
As in our run-of-the-mill mooks, more or less?
No, the punters, basically. Well, and your gang members, I suppose.
Punters of it. I'm not familiar with the term punters, if I'm honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
customers, punters,
customers.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, when I Google it, I get either river betting types or footballers. So
I know punters is a well-known English slang, or at least I've heard it being said all the time. Like selling to your punters, you know. But that's fine.
I
Yeah,
had to look on the first page of Google Ships.
I think we have some people kicking balls in this bar, but that's a kink that we don't really want to talk about. But
maybe,
yeah, I was a bit confused too.
Yeah, customers.
Nope. Shit, hang on. Let's fucking close Roll20. And spill some fucking tea, fuck's sake.
You can't just tell him, look, I'll deal with this shit tomorrow.
If you don't. Oh, fuck. Well, I prefer not to, as long as I'm not causing any major distractions or... Well, hang on, obscure, which one does...
I mean, it's basically they're doing all the social party drugs that you can do in
Yeah.
40K. Just
Just
little bit of this, little bit
Out
of
of
that.
character. Out of character, so long as it's not our gangs doing it on the job, it's fine. Otherwise, no, that's bad.
yeah, so long as they're, keeping out of trouble and everything else.
So long as it's not the gang itself, not the
That's-
customers
Oh,
or
no,
whatever
the
they want.
gang
As long as they
does drugs
cause
all
any
the
troubles.
time. Like, who do you think you're... These
Not
are
on
gang
duty.
members
Not
from
on
the
duty.
fucking Underhive, you know? Of course they...
I know,
In fact, I'm pretty sure I
not while on
mentioned
duty is what I
before...
mean.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned before when the guys took your crate into
when
your room.
Yeah, when we were going
that
into the Underhive,
they had a
they
break
were shooting
and they
up.
were doing Obscura and smoking low sticks.
Again, I have a little bit of an issue with our gang members doing it while they're on the job, while they're on break or whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
it.
what's on the job? Because again, they don't know they just hang around here and get
Yeah.
look after the place, run
No.
security, get high. You know what?
And,
It's an Underhive
Don't forget,
gang.
this is
right?
really,
I guess
we don't
it's
really have
time.
any formal work for them to actually do. All they are is basically muscle at this point. They're not, running drugs or running security for other places, etc., etc. We barely fucking pay them.
again, that's fine. So what I mean is, so long as they're not being used or being worked currently, if they're in combat and
Probably
they're doing
are.
drugs and shit like that, it's fine. But if they're just being around as muscle, it's fine. What I mean is, so long as when they are on a job, they shouldn't be doing drugs. Otherwise, fuck it.
So yeah, like I said to the Arbite, as long as they're not causing any trouble or anything else, I don't really care. Just keep an eye on them, I guess. Is there anyone doing it right now that you've seen?
No, it was earlier. Place is dead now. Well, they're saying that, why are we still up? Nothing
know.
better to do right now. Yeah, it's not like there's anything exactly for us to be Just hanging out. What is it? Did you never do this at the precinct, Arbite? Hey? Let's just say, this is not how I would have spent my leisure time, shall we? As he smells his amasec before taking a sip, and you can see him grimace. It's like, even from smelling it, he's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
From what I remember, he's noble background or something like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm just double checking that I haven't got him and Tyrannus mixed up. I'm pretty sure he's noble. Noble Arbite. Marius. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, Highborn. Yeah. So this isn't really his kind of establishment to be in.
No, of course. Well, if you want to make yourselves useful, you could always, go for patrols and shit, but it's a bit late for that.
By the throne, what do you want me to do on a patrol? I can't exactly go bringing the law to the underhives now, can I?
Oh, trust me, the shit I've seen here too, I wish I could, but... Oh well. Actually... No, never mind. I'll think about that. Have a nice
also,
rest of your night.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, you go get some sleep, Darius. You look thrashed.
I've had more sleep than everyone else, but yeah.
Our samurai friend just gives you a raises his drink, very samurai-esque. Glass, hand underneath the glass. Also, Albie, you can only get healed once per injury. So if you get wounded and it's
once per 24 hours.
That's only if you're getting extended care.
No, you can get re-healed every 24 hours.
I'm just asking for the possibilities. If you say no possibility, I'm fine with slipping it off.
Is it once every 24 hours? I thought that was only for extended care. Okay.
I thought
you actually had
give
to...
me extended care.
No. For you to get into extended care, that means you laying in bed, having hospital treatment for X amount. You actually have to take time out where you're in care. It's not just a case of...
I guess drilling doesn't care. Drilling from a bed doesn't work.
No.
Well, no, it means like IV
actually...
in. It means hospital treatment. Like actually...
Yeah, I know. Just trying to make a joke. Kind of fell flat.
Sorry, I did not hear that as a joke. Sorry, dude. No worries, man. Yeah, I'll have a look at healing to see if it is you could just get healed every 24 hours. I was under the assumption you get 1 heal per injury unless you have extended care. In which case you're out of RP. You're basically spending a couple of days with a drip and hospital treatment.
How much do you get per day? If you're
you get 1 hit point per day, unless you are in particularly lavish conditions. You can get that can put you up, or if you are there's a perk you can get. There's a skill that you can get that allows you. I think it's sanguine.
Auto sanguine.
Or maybe it's auto sanguine. That's what. That also gives you a extra healing point per day.
One gives you. Is it not toughness? Or is it in Rogue Trader it's toughness?
Rogue Trader it's toughness. I think in Dark Heresy it just boosts you up 1, but I'd have to double check. But I think that's a
also, I'm not certain about Rogue Trader. Anyway, so 1 per night.
Yeah, pretty
Good
much. At your current base, it is. So we move on then. So it is the. Let me double check. Did I actually update this? Take survivors. Okay, so I need to change the date. It is the 314th day of the Imperial calendar. Not that that means anything.
Maybe.
It's not Emperor's Day, and it's not Sanguinala yet. Sanguinala? Yeah, Sanguinala.
Gotta roll a D1 million on a 1. This is a special day.
Don't do that. You're gonna get 1 million, and you're gonna be entirely.
Nope.
No.
It's not the day the Black Crusade hits this particular planet.
Albie, how much damage did you take?
At 8.
No, what was it before?
Oh,
Can you remember?
I think I got to 3 or 4.
3. Okay. And what's your toughness bonus?
Toughness bonus is 31. I mean 3.
So twice your toughness bonus is 6. So you were heavily damaged. Yes, you were heavily damaged.
I still am. I got 8 out of 16.
You recover 1 hit point every 24 hours. Yeah, until you get up to lightly damaged. So once you're... I think you're at lightly damaged now. So you might actually be healing a little bit more.
I'm at 9 out of 16, so 1 more day.
Oh, okay. Okay. 1 more point. So basically 1 more sleep.
And at lightly damaged, what is the rules then? I presume you were going to say it.
Yeah, so once you're lightly damaged, you can basically spend days in rest to increase your heal amount, but it's not extended care. You're just laying in bed, which is a little bit, you're
Pulling a
taking it
sickie.
easy. Yeah, you're taking it easy. You're just relaxing to get additional hit points back, which, if I'm reading it right, is your toughness bonus.
I'll just walk around then.
I've still not been healed, but that's more an RP thing.
So yes, as
Hope we don't get that.
people begin to wake up and stir within the domicile, your lovely servitor comes online and starts making breakfast for those who wish it, and for some people who don't.
Can I make my own breakfast?
You can.
No, you can't cook rats over human bodies.
I want to try cooking again.
We still don't know
See
he
how
cooked
that-
rats, to be fair.
Yeah, no one knows I cooked rats.
Doesn't Ezio,
Even
does he
the
eat
dead.
We
one?
knew it was rats, we didn't knew it was cooked over human bodies.
Oh yeah,
Tec-
you didn't know how it was cooked. It was
Oh, yeah,
cooked
that's
well.
Technically speaking, those were gerbils, not rats. Remember?
No, they were rats. We just said they
No,
were
they were-
No,
gerbils.
they were,
They were like naked
Yeah,
mole
we-
rats, is what I showed you on the image.
Yeah.
But because
yeah,
it was
we just said
German
this
at the
was
time,
gerbils.
It's my headcanon. It's gerbils. There's nothing you can tell me.
I don't think Eris knows that fucking running gag now, but
Yeah.
You will
It's
eventually
why-
know.
I
it.
have no idea.
it's
fine.
why
Servitors are powered by
Mordecai.
gerbils.
Campaign.
It's why Mordecai
All-
has
all
enemy
things-
Mechanicus.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
I thought he insulted a tech priest.
Yes, by
Well,
insisting
when you
that
say their-
gerbils ran the
When you
ran
say
the
their
machine
favorite
spirit.
servitor is ran by a gerbil on a wheel, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
True.
Can I roll cooking, please?
Yeah,
'Cause I
sure.
wanna make
Go
my own.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And about the cooked rat, in the beginning of the campaign, he cooked some rats on human bodies for me. I did not
I
know
cook
about
a
the
good
bodies.
food again.
4 degrees of success. Hang on a minute. Has it done it? Right,
Yeah,
this
it's
time. No, it
4.
hasn't. Yeah, it is 4. No, I was wondering if it was adding 1 yet, but it's not. So yeah, 4 degrees of success. You have made yourself quite a delicious breakfast.
It specifically subtracts 1 from what you've actually done.
Yeah,
Just
because it's
for that.
success with additional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cook myself up some fried bread. Some fake eggs, powdered mashed potato, but make it look good and taste good. And then I'll-
Eggs.
Oh, you think they're eggs? Some corpstarch in there. I mean, definitely not corpstarch.
Well, it actually
Imperial
wouldn't be for you
rapids.
guys. It actually wouldn't be for you guys because you've upgraded the food of this place to good quality. So
True.
it's good for a mid-hive bar. So don't get me wrong. You get some cured meats. You might actually get a couple of eggs every now and then. It's just they've already been pre-boiled and come in a little packet. But yeah, you would have some nice. You actually get proper animal dripping to do your fried bread in, which is
But I'll probably come out to do that, and then like when it's ready, I'll go to sit, almost make my way to the table. No, it's Darius is there. I'm just gonna go back into my room. To that awkward like turn around on the spot kind of thing.
Sit your ass down.
I was just gonna go do some more research.
Well, we could do with a meeting to begin with, and then we'll go on by from there. How about that?
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany, for taking the closest chair. I would actually say that, but that's what he's thinking. Like, oh Christ.
Bumps the chest. Please sign. I got you.
I got you, fam. I now feel very guilty having the nicest food out of everyone here, having not offered it to anyone.
So I'm just
to
gonna
be
have
fair, you haven't offered it to anyone after we turned you down the first time, so.
I'm just gonna have to add something on
I'm
because
sorry.
I'm learning more.
I've been eating every single time he ate food.
So, Ezio actually is walking around with a drip because he is actually heavily damaged. So he has to devote himself to complete rest, in order to remove that one to gain that one hit point to put him to lightly damaged. So you actually have a drip. I'm not shitting you. You're like actually like not in hospital robes, but they some heiress probably or someone has hooked up a drip to you, and you're like, right, cool.
Oh boy. Alright.
Probably have to try and dodge Liliana trying to steal some of my food because she's actually the only one that ever wants any.
Food gremlin.
If you don't want to offer me food, I'm not going to take the food. I can still eat the food that the servitor makes. It's fine, dude.
Perfectly functional, and just like what I get in the guard.
I mean, it's fine. Don't you worry about it. He's technically cooking with, fine grade, shit now because of the level of development of the club. So it's all good.
I'm shaking my head up.
So yesterday was a thing that happened.
Yep. Now, after talking to the Poison Kiss ones last night when we got back, there's a meeting set up with their whatever the fuck she is. Tomorrow. Right?
Saris, you mean the leader of the Poison Kiss gang? Yes. I'm talking to her tomorrow. And if I'm remembering things correctly, she's a friend of ours, so we're there to say hi and,
Don't forget we're using this chance to get information as well. She may be friendly with you, but not particularly with the rest of us, especially.
Technically speaking, Darius, she was never outward of hostile to any of you. She was just neutral.
Remembers back to the time when she had guns drawn on us after we got out of the truck. Yeah.
Technically speaking, out of character, I wasn't here for that session, so I don't remember that. But, that was just one thing. That's fine.
What's a little gunplay between friends?
Personally, I prefer to use a cudgel. I'm not a commissar. And if I'm honest, looking down the barrel of a bolt pistol once is enough.
You pointed a gun at us. I still love you like my brother, so it's all Gucci.
Anyway. Yeah, so we got that meeting tomorrow. In the interim, what are your guys' thoughts on everything else?
That we need to expand our gang. If we ever encounter such a swarm again.
Actually, we need to see if we can figure out where good old Magnus went to, because we technically have highly sensitive information to pass to him.
Yes, we need to talk to him urgently. And Nutella, something happened when we were down there, and I think she knows about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows. Or at least she saw it.
So I look around. Is anyone else here? Like any of the other people that were staying? Are they in this room, or is it just like us?
No, this is your
six
private. This is your private quarters. Basically, it's a private flat rather. Everyone else is kind of in other rooms within the hotel part of this place. The rest of them are downstairs. Yep.
I'm just going to raise my hand and a single finger up and say, "Sneaky guy, you're there?" Okay, we're good.
It wouldn't be very sneaky if you responded to you, would he?
Yeah.
Well, worth a shot, right?
I suppose.
Yeah. So I encountered an entity. I think you all did a little bit, but I got more than most. And I'm just looking at Liliana. Like, I didn't want to say it when we were down there. That too many prying ears. And I look at Tiffany. It's like, and then look back to Lily. I was like, but you're the only ones other than the Inquisitor that I would trust with this. Yes, Liliana, I didn't tell you everything. There was a reason. But it gave some information. Maybe. I mean, I don't trust it. You can't ever trust it, but it gave me some leads to follow, and it seemed that, you know, it's a semi-controlled entity, and they do tend to want their freedom, and it seemed like that's the goal it was trying to get. But yeah, just need you to know from a trust standpoint, not a. You don't need to know much more than that from a don't shoot me in the back of the head standpoint. Just glances at Ezio as he says that.
Only when you start glowing and tentacles grow out of you, or you start voting demons.
Not do that. How about that?
Yeah, I'd rather not grow tentacles. They're not fun. Or feathers, or quills.
That implies you've done any of those before.
I laugh thinking about the time that you know, kind of sucked up the Amy. And you have, as you say, no feathers. Also, someone wake up Winters, for fuck's sake, she's still sleeping on the fucking table.
Oh, I thought she was just.
I'm just gonna grab.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab the back end of the fork. So the fork is pointed at me. Just gonna slightly tap her in the shoulder. Winters?
Winters does not wake up gently and accidentally kicks herself out of the back of the chair.
Who do we call when our medic is down? I looked at the table.
Let her wake up.
Doesn't she need an engineer?
Oh.
Sorry, that was
what was that?
Sorry, that was Tiffany. She's like points at Winters. Doesn't she need an engineer?
You're indeed correct, Tiffany.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't know. What does she run on? Batteries? Or just I mean, technically speaking, she's still mostly Flash. I don't know who we should call.
God, if they're running Flash, that doesn't bode well for us this year.
I'm just gonna look at Winters. I'm joking, as obviously. Are you okay, Winters? I'm assuming you
okay.
didn't sleep.
No, she just walked up in here, sat on the sat on the chair, pulled her legs up, and just went to sleep.
I just look at you. Go. I thought she was awake. Fuck.
I'm just
awake now.
gonna tap her with a there.
So just
You're awake.
just to double check, Winters, this is the next day, so there has been a full 8 hours ish of rest time.
Oh, I know.
Okay, cool.
I know.
Cool. No, fair enough then.
It's like we can fill her in later if she doesn't remember any. They probably have a recording device or something. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah.
Well, she's awake now. Well, join the conversation. Continue, please.
Yeah. Well, it told me that it can't give me its master directly, but it can give me one of their thralls, I guess. Servants, right hand men, a man called Luminous. I have no idea who that is. I don't recall anyone named that, but they also mentioned that our Inquisitor should know the name. They also mentioned that we should talk to him about a Lord Inquisitor's wife. I mean, I don't even know who the Lord Inquisitor is, but I mean, let me preface this by I'm not putting much stock in what it says, just because it is always a devil's bargain listening to them. But there is also likely at least a nugget of truth in. That's how they lie so well. And the planet we all saw, that was where those gems came from, and it seemed that that whatever it was is those gems were people once, and warp happened.
Wait, what?
Oh, you weren't in that. Yes. So they took apart one of the servitors, not servitors. Fuck, can't remember the name of them now. The fucking
Mutants.
vampire pricks. Yes, mutants that attacked, and there was a gem in them, and it definitely warp origin. And when I touched it to get more information, just standard training, that's when the vision happened. And my training held. I mean, all of our trainings held. That's why we didn't have bad things happen. But yeah. So if we come across more of those, be very careful. But also, they seem to be the only way this demon thinks it can communicate without letting its master know.
So it's playing against its own master?
Yes. Demons don't like to be bound, to be restrained in any way. Well, other than their patrons.
When we met our Inquisitor, we got a little bit of basic training on the warp and shit like that. We know a little bit about the four, do we? Or
Yeah, you would know a little bit, not enough to give you corruption, but you would have been told
Yeah.
that there are four very powerful entities that dwell within the Immaterium. These are the ones that the cults are swayed by. So information like that, whereas Liliana and Mordecai know that, whilst you wouldn't know their exact names, because you cannot write down Slanesh, you can't write down Zinch.
Yeah.
To do that, it means that the paper will basically be twisted by the warp, set on fire, do all sorts of funky shit. So it's like the Changer of Fate. It's like the Lord of Plague and Death and Decay.
She who thirsts.
Yeah, exactly. It's
The
their
Blood Lord.
it's
because
their
we know that-
aliases that are written down.
Yeah, the basic principle of like this is the god of anger and hate and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
And-
Okay.
And all I'm referring to them by is their patrons. To be like they're more, to kind of give you the idea of they're the more powerful ones, not necessarily, there's no such thing as a god, but yeah. They serve their patrons, but any mortal masters they tend to despise. But at the same time, I don't trust this entity anyway, and it might be a trap where it's bound enough that it is just feeding us this information to get us trapped or killed. So if we come across more strange red crystals, don't touch them. Let me and Liliana deal with it, and by me and Liliana, I mean let me deal with it with Liliana nearby to run backup.
So, to make too long didn't read, you spot a red glowing crystal, no touchy.
Technically, you
No
have
touchy
13
even
of them.
remotely.
Technically, you have 13 of them. Because that's how many.
13 more. Fuck.
Yeah.
I need to get a null box for those.
So, sorry, not. So you've got 13. So Winters took apart 2. VV took apart 1. Winters and Eris both have. Sorry, Winters and VV both have 1 each in a contained jar. But you then have 12 more cybernetic parts that weren't opened up, and you also have 5. They're basically poor quality eyes. You also have 5 servitor control thingies.
Yeah, I just look at Winters and go, I'm gonna need all of them that we have just to make sure and I'll look around, make sure VV's not around. More inquisitive nature touches them or does anything with them.
The crystals? Sure. The cybernetics themselves? No.
I wouldn't. I mean, they're probably inside a lot of them, and the cybernetics would be tainted by contact.
It's more along the lines of, if it is a mesh of cybernetics and the crystal thingies, it would be something that would be very wise for both our parties, both our backgrounds to have a purview over it. But technically speaking, the crystal thingies is our area, the cybernetics is your area, but we should at least do everything together when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So,
and if it has a crystal, it gets sequestered
Winters,
safely.
Winters, you know already that this is incorrect data. The Adeptus Mechanicus holds sway over psychoreactive crystals. It is something you can use in your defense, but these are warp tainted, which does kind of,
Well, I'm going to stay by my statement. Feel free to fiddle with the crystals as much as you want, but the cybernetics themselves are Mechanicus property.
I'm just
Even
gonna
if
stop
they're
there.
used by cubs.
Wait,
I'm not
understood.
saying they're not. I'm just saying be very, very careful with them, and because they are likely just tainted, and you don't want to accidentally have that thing in your head, or
Oh,
even
just-
purposely have it in your head.
Just as a side note, you can, for this kind of shit, you can just ask for someone on the Inquisitor's gun cutter to get you that kind of like sealed units that
Like a
have
null box.
some yeah, they're not quite null box, but they do have some basic warding on them. They are a lot safer than just putting it in a box, but they're not perfect. They're not things that you've actually requisitioned, but
Yeah.
they're the next best thing I can give you for free, basically.
Yeah.
If you want to be like 100% all my tainted goodies stay safe, you will have to then like look at the Hereticus book and try and get null boxes.
Yeah. Like just as a temporary measure until we have something more permanent, and we've managed to talk to the Inquisitor. Also, Nutella's warning about 7 days before fire and a man of ash and all that. That I think that's yeah. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about the thing the entity showed me and that particular prediction. Maybe nothing in it, but
Have you also mentioned that the city and fire might be this hive world?
I don't. He seemed to think, or he seemed to mention again. Very well could be lying, but the planet we saw, or at least that I saw, I don't know quite how much you saw. It was it's been in the warp for a long time. At least that was the impression he seemed to give. I mean, they do lie, but yeah. But I think whatever happened to that planet might happen here. It's just a hunch, and we need to be careful. Whatever we do.
Yeah, I think being careful goes without saying at the moment, but yeah.
Yes. And we need to trust each other. If something warpy happens, come to me and Liliana. If tech goes to obviously you Winters, and in between kind of just gets, I guess, between all of us. And you know, yeah, that's about everything I can think of. But there are other things we need to talk about.
Well,
Uh,
at the moment, and I'm going to look at Winters. What do we need for a proper Medicaid station here?
We're going to need some cogitators, medical equipment, probably a full surgery station.
You know any place where we can pick that up or buy it?
We have cogitator units here.
I meant medical
Yeah.
cogitators.
Right. I know someone who might know where that is. And I think that's going to be my goal for the day, is getting a hold of some of these. What about the rest of you? Have you got any plans for what's going to happen today before this meeting tomorrow, or is there anything more pressing we need to talk about?
I mean, I'm stuck with this thing, so not a lot of moving for me.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's Etsy, you're moving a lot today.
I think we. No, yeah, I think we're mostly sorted. Maybe if you think we are,
Maybe we
we
should
need
talk
to talk
later
to
on.
Nutella. Yes,
Yeah.
we can catch up later on as well.
I'll
Seems like
stand
we
up.
all have our goals.
Stand up, dust myself off from whatever bit of food I had this morning, and I want to get myself ready and going to go and make a couple of calls before I see what I can do about these medical things. I'll talk to you all in a few. Get yourselves ready and keep yourselves busy today. We'll meet up again in the bar later tonight. How about that?
Yeah.
Ezio, get some fucking rest.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Alright. Okay. Give you a nod, and I'm going to start walking my way around to. I'm not going to walk to my room. What was this place?
Strip
The
club.
place? Oh, the strip club.
This little area. No, this.
Oh, it's just a storage
Isn't
room.
that the
It's just like the
Just a
closet.
storage room?
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. I want somewhere a little bit more private, but I don't want to go into, my bedroom, because not only is this patient there, just in case Winters needs to do anything in there, and So I might just walk up and down the stairs and such, or even go down to the bar and go into a quiet corner.
Yeah, technically, like
so
there is a whole hotel brothel part at the back, so there is like a big staircase that leads along to a load of corridors that are all like really cheap rooms. I mean, before they
Okay.
were like hourly rooms, but now they're cheap one day kind of shitty rooms.
Okay. So I'm gonna go off and do that. I'll message you who I want to call, but you can, if anyone else needs to do anything, do that. You may as well do that first.
I need to get Winters to heal me, if she will. Other than that, I think I'm just about done as well. And talk to Nutella, but
Technically speaking, for me, talk to Nutella. If Mordecai still wants to talk to me, talk to Mordecai. Other than that, I think I'm just gonna spend time with Tiffany, and I'm gonna be basically talking to her about the things that I do, and maybe try to get her accustomed to it.
Yes, the weird shit that you perform very well, very well.
Yeah, because
I will add on more to the Raven Court's sheet on the under the Medicaid room. But for now, I know how much it will cost. It's a lot to get a decent Medicaid facility up and running, but I'll add that in a moment. So, Darius, you message me on who you want to communicate with, but I have a guess. Discord, don't fuck with me now.
I sent it over. Roll20.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at something else.
I sent it Discord too. It's all right.
No, that's all right. I can see it now. Sure. Do the Psychers want to talk to Nuella and do her bit, or yeah? I mean, so Ezio, I will be generous because you've only got to get 1 point left. You can wander about the base, the club. Like if you want to sit downstairs and just have a drink and just socialize, I'll count that as rest because you're not running around and ripping wounds and stuff. So
yeah, I think just before we go.
I'm going to the bar. Then.
Yeah. Just before we go talk to Nutella, I would like I'm forgetting her name. Winters to just give me a once over because I am hurting quite badly. It's like if you're not too tired, hopefully. No, I mean,
Are
Yeah.
you under double your toughness bonus of hit points?
am I under double? No, because my toughness bonus is shit.
Then
No, I'm only missing a third of my HP.
oh, okay then. So you're lightly wounded then, because it double your toughness bonus, and over is lightly double your toughness bonus, and under is heavily wounded. Just to clarify that.
Yeah.
So Winters, one
Yes,
of
I'm
the
lightly
mutants wants your attention.
I fix.
Just about. Fucking hell.
3 plus your int bonus. I think yours is 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so 8 hit points back.
That's about as many hit points as I was missing. Jesus.
Lovely healing.
No,
dice.
as many as I had, rather. Sorry, twice as many as I was missing.
Also, I need to go find another medkit.
As
Details.
Darius goes off talking about ringing up contacts, I'm sure you can quickly shout over to him. We need more meds, drugs. So, your conversation plus eating breakfast, about an hour and a half in time wise. So if you said you woke up at 9, it's now 9:30. As some of you go downstairs, you'll notice that there are a number of the acolytes here. Almost no customers at this time. The Poison Kiss and a few of the Raven Court gang, of the Talon gang, are wandering about, but that's about it. It looks as if the cognition team is looking at shiny things that VV has put on the table. The former guard party, the preacher and Arbite in tow, seem to be playing a game of cards, and fucking hell, I forgot what Scribe's name is. Her name is Castella. Castella is still looking after Nuella, over in the corner a bit. They ventured from the corner to like the corner of the bar.
I'll be heading that way. I'll have the quiet time with Tiffany later.
I go over with.
Tiffany gets out the good book. He's like, "You mutant!" No.
Yo, heretic!
Okay, you walk past VB and his shiny goodies.
I'll walk past Vivi. I'll wave him and say, "Hi, Vivi."
It's just nothing to walk past me. Since Ezio was looking like looks like Ezio just sits right beside him and goes, "Hey."
I'll be saying hi to everybody, but Vivi, I'll always just say, "Hi, Vivi."
Greetings and salutations.
As I walk off, "Bye, Vivi."
Ezio, there's a strange glass device with a red crystal on the table. VB's very happily showing it off to the other cognition bros or cognition crew.
I just look at Winters. I'll look over to Winters as I'm coming over. Just like, not right now. No. Pick your battles.
Jenny seems very interested. There's a lot of binaric chatter coming from their table as Festus just looks on in kind of interested puzzlement. From a tech priest, it's very difficult for you to actually see these emotions, but his eyes kind of zoom in a little bit more. Yes, Liliana, as you come over to Nuella and Castella, Castella seems to have a pot of recaf next to her. She seems to be drinking it religiously. Nuella doesn't touch the stuff. She just has what looks like a fruit concentrate water drink next to her. But she does twitch quite a lot today. Kind of twitchy.
I'm assuming Mordecai is following me. If not, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, I'm just gonna take a seat. Look at him. Good morning, Castella. Good morning, Nutella. How are you today?
Oh, morning, Liliana. Bored, but you know that's a good thing, I suppose.
Yeah, sometimes being bored is better than the alternative. Yesterday was a kind of an iffy day for us, but you know, we survived, kind of.
The Emperor's dreams are my nightmares. So many voices, hard to tune them out. Thousands and thousands cry.
Actually, about that, Nutella, can we talk a little bit more about those visions you were talking about to us when we actually came in here last time?
The sights I see are epiphanies to me.
I'm going to lean forward on the table, just to that, not the burn thing. I'm just gonna clasp my hands together and say, "This is gonna be weird." Also, Monica, why are you sitting on?
Oh, I'm accidentally sitting on you now. I noticed. Bugger.
Can you tell me more about those visions? Is there anything else you can tell me about them?
The visions come, and I don't want them to, but they come anyway. I don't know what you see when I see them. I don't. Understanding what I see isn't part of what makes me me. Nuella doesn't know what's, or Castella kind of puts an arm around her, Nuella. She twitches violently, but doesn't seem to shake her off. Just twitches violently when Castella's hand makes contact. She carries on. It's either she saw too much and this is what's left, or she genuinely buries everything that she sees so deep that she doesn't understand. To be true, she shouldn't be with the Inquisitor. She should be somewhere else. I don't know, Emperor. Forgive me, I don't know where psychers go when they're no longer able to serve. She's able to live, but I mean, look at her. Currently, she's like looking into her drink, swirling the cup round and round and round.
Trust me, Costello. As much as it pains me to see her like that too, this is still probably the best place for her. By the Inquisitor side, the alternative is far worse in some cases. But just you're with her most of the times, right?
Yeah,
maybe you can help us too. would you perhaps know more about those visions of hers? You might have heard more than we have about, well, the city in ruin and everybody on fire.
She looks really uncomfortable. Like, really, really uncomfortable. And look, Castella's, Nuella's lovely in her own way, kind of innocent, something you don't see every day. And yeah, she needs a lot of help, but she knows the basics. But what comes out of her mouth sometimes, it scares me. Yesterday she literally looked at two blokes drinking, laughing, and predicted everything they were going to do. I thought to myself, Throne, that's not happening. And the next moment, it played out exactly. And in other times, she's rambling about just the weirdest stuff. I mean, by the Throne, it's really creepy at times. And because she's right, sometimes, you know, I've started looking around, waiting for what she says happens to happen, and it just doesn't. And then other times, it just does. I really don't know if she sometimes talks about past stuff she's seen, or if it's just all related to her gift. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe what she says comes true just in another part of the hive. Maybe it's another planet. Even the Inquisitor said she's an unknown rating. Like, her power level is difficult to determine. For all right, he said she's low level, but has spikes of higher output. Even he didn't seem to really understand it. I mean, you might. You two both completely understand. Sometimes she's pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I might know a little bit more even then, because I have dipped into, or I do have some divination. Not much, so probably don't know much more, but it's kind of like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense, kind of thing. That's the thing. It's very difficult to be sure exactly when things are going right with however she's perceiving what she's perceiving. I mean, it's difficult enough when someone completely with it like us, and then you're dealing with, you know, other factors like, you know, choice changing everything, nothing ever being truly certain. But we wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, wasn't crucial and worrying in context of things we've seen recently. But when too many coincidences line up, it starts to be she's probably got something, at least part of the truth right.
Well, as weird as this may seem, someone very close to me once said that there are no such thing as coincidences, and her gift, which is most likely also her curse, probably doesn't show her, even if she's right some of the times, she might be wrong some of the times, because just like how you flip a coin, things are not exactly set on how they should happen. At least that's what one of my mentors told me. You might see glimpses of the future, or a future, I guess. But the thing is, if you, Costello, knows anything that you remember, about anything that she says about this city being on fire, please tell us.
Hello?
Oh, this poor girl. Oh,
Hello
this
there.
poor girl. Okay, so first things first, I do need to ask a question. Can you guys take upon someone else's psychic fart?
I
I think there is a talent that lets you do that, or it might be a trait.
I know
I
you,
think
you
there's-
can lower it by your willpower. Like I only allow.
Oh, yeah, we
I don't.
can do
I don't
that.
let it. I don't let it stack, but I let you guys
Yeah.
lower it and higher it. But is there a way for you
I
guys
might-
to go? I cancel his.
I think we can do that. Hold up, let me check. I think one of the talents we have allows us to do that.
Yeah.
I need to check them. Give me one moment.
Is it? Because it's related to the one you have, isn't it?
Wall block, yeah, that might be the
Yeah.
one. I need to check it though.
Where is it?
No, wall block is just for me.
Just for you. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There might be another one. I kind of remember something about us being able to help
Yeah.
the other one when shit happens.
Yeah.
Like if we see a fog, we
who's
can
got the
technically
highest
pull
willpower bonus?
Yeah. Yeah, we can shift the it up or down so long as we're allies, but I think there might be a later talent that we just haven't got that lets
Yeah.
you do that.
Who's
You're
got
thinking of.
who's got the highest willpower bonus?
I think we're the same. We're both on
Yeah, I'm
5.
pretty yeah, we're both on
So
5 willpower
you can
bonus.
shift it. So you can shift it by 5.
Yeah. Like up
That
to
might help.
5 either direction.
That might help.
Yep.
And is that both phenomena and perils?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does let you do both. So if it does go to perils, then we're slightly safer.
I'm also gonna.
Taking away, this is fun, are we?
There is also it's not look. There is one which allows us to reroll the thingy too.
Strong-minded, I think.
Yeah. Is it strong-minded? Strong-minded is
ones you
reroll
need.
against psychic powers.
It might be in Enemies Beyond.
I have yet to have a psychic
you could
power.
push it.
So...
You could push it. You could push it up. Okay, you could push it up by 5. Okay, let's push it up by 5.
Yeah, we could.
So
I mean, it could help. Like, if the 1-5 is a solo kill instead of DPK.
Yeah, like there would be times where moving it up is better, but we kind of need to know the role to figure out what we actually want to do with it.
Favored by the war, roll twice for psychic phenomena and choose the result. I think that one you have it, Mordecai.
It's the one I was going for, yeah. And then
okay, no, pushing it up worked. Pushing it up worked. It's fine. So as you ask her more about the visions, and the questions about the place being on fire and so on and so forth, she's just sat there spinning her drink, and it's just made a little vortex where she's drunk just enough of it that you can almost see the bottom of the glass, and she just stares into it. And as she breathes out, you see just her breath thick coming out in a cloud. The glass stops spinning. When the shield falls, the armoured one will be in danger. A time of reckoning. Death. Corrupted are those who stare into the warp as it stares back. The room goes cold as all of a sudden... What was that? Something just hit you in the face, Liliana. Mordecai, something just landed on your ear. Ezio, what was that just... Did someone just spit on you? As you all wipe, you see that there is blood left on your hands. As all of a sudden, a deluge of blood pours down. So 5d10 meters. But yes, bloody rain was actually the 18 meters. Not so bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, to be honest.
So hold up. Our sprinklers, our fire system is currently spewing blood, or is it actually raining blood inside the thing? Just
oh no, it's actually raining blood inside.
ah, okay.
I've got a song for this.
Yeah. When the shield falls, the armored one will be in danger. Something about death, destruction. Corrupted are those who stare into the warp as it stares back. I'm not corrupted, you bitch. Not that much, anyway.
You will be corrupted to the.
I
think she mentioned, yeah, whatever.
No, I'm not corrupted. It's fine.
Okay, so each character in range, including the Psycho, must make a challenging strength test or be knocked prone.
By the blood rain?
Wait, hang
Yep.
on, that doesn't make sense.
That's no rain, that's a flood.
Well, yeah, okay, it is a deluge, so it starts spitting and then it comes down torrential style.
What's a challenging toughness check?
Flat. Oh, sorry. In addition to howling winds and rains of blood, a psychic's power used in the area for 1d5 rounds automatically provokes perils of the warp. Holy shit. In addition to psychic phenomena caused, the psychic gains 1d5 corruption +1.
Jesus, what the fuck did she roll?
This girl's luck. So she got a 9 on her willpower to be able to have enough sense to be able to utilize her power. Then she got a 91, so she re-rolled and got 44. And then she rolled an 88. And then she rolled a 69.
Oh god.
Hey.
So I basically had to push it up to bloody rain, which is so as the deluge of blood comes down, a really strong wind whips through and just blows people off. I'm basically going to say all the NPCs have been blown off their seats. To be honest with you, it could have either been rending the veil.
Yeah, or a plague bearer comes in.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. We definitely lucked out with that's a prime example of why you would ever want to raise it.
Yeah, one of the reasons why, at least for me, get Warplock. So
the
if
poor
shit
girl.
happens, just
The poor girl. She's just got 5 corruption.
Oh, she shouldn't have stared into the warp. That's my job, bitch.
technically that's all our jobs. She's a psyker too.
Don't worry, I'm
Oh,
very
hang on.
adept at it.
Let me just see if she has. Oh, hang on. Did I make Luella a highborn? I did. From nobility you
Highborn?
get cast down.
Psychers are fun.
Oh, she was. I've given her some really weird starts. I'm guessing I did it for the thingy-majigger. Stare into the warp. The mystic starts the game with psychic elite buttons. It's recommended for the character to raise. Okay, right, never mind. So that was just for her thingy-majiggers. And no, she doesn't actually have anything that could. So you get 5 more corruption. See, now after an entire 3 or 4 campaigns with these characters, I can give you corruption bonuses for them. It's like, yes, they spent long enough to actually get them. Awesome.
Yeah.
Does everyone get a corruption?
No, just a psyker. Just a psyker. So, as the howling wind comes in, Luella gets knocked down and into the blood. It's only a couple of seconds or so of the wind and the rain, well, the bloody rain, and every NPC not in the Inquisitorial party is freaked the fuck out and just like, what the fuck's going on? What's the Inquisitorial party all know what's going on. So most of them will go about and try and diffuse the situation somewhat. As Luella is laying in the blood, she goes into the fetal position and you hear her say, "The one with wings will come. The one with wings will come. The one with wings will come."
Ah, for the love.
Half his soul is burned away and half is rotten to the core. And she just starts shaking and I'll give Castella a roll just quickly, 1d100, just to see if she notices quickly enough. Oh my days, a natural 3. Okay, so Castella is fairly fucking hell, natural 1. Castella is fairly quick on like grabbing hold of Luella as she can see her digging her fingernails into her scalp and into the side of her face as she starts trying to like rip down. She grabs her and prevents her from basically self-harming.
So
was that to stay stood up? Because it was meant to be.
Sorry,
strength.
no, you.
No, for Jim, for Liliana, it was meant to be strength, not toughness.
I mean, technically speaking, that would just mean that I have 1 degree of success less. Can I keep the roll? Because it's a 1, man.
Yeah, it's not that important. Of course you can. She said the one with wings will come.
Sorry.
She said the one with wings will come. The one with half a soul gone and half a soul rotten to the core.
I'll just mutter under my breath, "Oh, for fuck's sake." I'll get up and I'm gonna look up at the sprinklers. They're not. I know they're not pouring blood. Let's put it like that. I'm just gonna look at Vivi and say, "Vivi, can you explain what the hell?" I'm just gonna point at the sprinklers.
Why are the sprinklers doing this again?
I'm just gonna try to defuse the situation too, but before I do that,
this is psychically activated.
Face bomb, big ass face bomb. Come on,
Did you
baby,
really
read the
think a
room.
tech priest that speaks clearly is gonna fucking play along?
I imagine Carla. No, I imagine Jenny just looks over at you all, just like, for fuck's sake.
I'm just gonna look at Jenny like, what the fuck is he talking about? And just
also,
basically, talk to him for fuck's sake.
you would notice. So it's not all of the NPCs actually get taken out. It stops just at VV. I'll see if I can make it visible to all of you. So VV's actually completely dry, and Carla's covered in blood. Sorry, Jenny. Where does it allow for everyone to see? Because they've updated there. Here we go. See all players. There we go. It's a little tab now. That's better. So yeah, it stops just up to him.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the poison kiss are covered. They're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm fine being covered. It's not the first time I've been covered in blood. Probably won't be the last. Just this time it ain't mine.
Speaking, last time you were covered in ash, not blood.
Some difference. I mean, there was a time my leg was nearly blown up by a fucking plasma grenade. The plasma launcher. Whatever.
Simple plasma gun.
Bullshit.
Just a really lucky fucking shot. Really lucky fucking shot.
But yeah.
So,
can one of you deal with the sprinklers, please?
I'm gonna look at Jenny.
Yeah.
Because Jenny, at least Jenny knows.
Yeah.
Really need to get better plumbing in this
I
place.
suggest executing everyone who doesn't understand. We don't lose anything.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put my hand to my face. Oh, lovely.
Festus, why have you disconnected? Now we're reconnected? What the fuck? What is wrong? What happened? No. Sorry. Let me just double check the stream. I think, yeah, I don't think it even interrupted. I don't think I even dropped. I have no idea what happened. Never mind. Carry on.
I'm looking at the stream. You basically jump cut.
Oh, okay. So it did. Okay, apologies everyone. OBS fucked up or my internet fucked up. One or the other. I reckon it was OBS. The wankers. The wankers, they've been working with Jim to conspire against me. So as clearly you're not getting help from the cognition team.
Goddamn Mechanicus.
Festus kind of sees the moment and thinks to himself, and oh, can he actually sway this? I mean, I know he's a nutty old preacher, but
not just any nutty old preacher. He's a great nutty old preacher. I believe it.
That hates one of the people that's talking right now.
But likes me, so everything is fine and Gucci.
You're the same, though. He just doesn't know it yet.
He knows it. I just respected the god Emperor when I was
So
talking
did
to him.
I.
Well, did you know?
It's just that he made me how I am. It's not a mistake. He wanted me to suffer.
You did say some dodgy stuff about his god.
No, he really didn't, mate.
no, he did. So Mordecai didn't really say anything.
It was the whole
out of order.
Yeah,
it's just Festus is an extremely pious believer in the god Emperor.
Yeah.
And for a filthy mutant psyker to even suggest that the god Emperor was just a psyker, just a gift, like, it's just, for him, he can't handle it. Remember, extreme zealot, pious, all these things are Festus, so yeah. He's just a bit of an asshole, to be honest with you.
I don't know, man. I kind of like him. He's been nice to me.
That's only because he doesn't know you're a psyker. I think he found out a while ago now, and you just haven't interacted with him. Hang on, when did you?
I did actually.
He
was still fine with me. Every time I see him, I ask him for a blessing.
Yeah. You saw him during the demon fight, but you weren't like doing psychic powers then. No, actually, I don't think he has seen you actually do anything psychic-y.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. So, as the blood is kind of raining down, everyone's getting up. The rain stops, and there's a few people, the Poison Kiss mainly, who are panicking and like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? Festus is going to stand up with the Holy Aquila. Fear not, children. Innocence is but an illusion, and as is this just a test of the God Emperor's faith. Think not of it, and do not concern yourselves with matters of this is simply an illusion of the mind. It is nothing but water, purified by his holy grace. Is this charm? We'll go with charm. I feel as if it should be command. I'm going to give him a negative for this, because that was not good by me. It wasn't.
Bullshit.
He succeeded!
See, that's why I love this man.
To be honest with you, I could have actually just used his special power of the Hierophant, because it's a charm test. I could just spend a fortune point and he could succeed. Which I actually forgot about that. That's actually rather nice. I do like it. Oh, hang on. Faith is all. When spending a fortune point to gain a +10 on the test, a Ministerial character gains a +20 instead. I forgot about that. Huh. I forgot about that. So, as he succeeded, they don't believe him. Really? They're kind of like, what? Faith? God, Emperor? But then their opposed scrutiny test, I suppose it would be, was a 96. So they're like, yes, this isn't an iron taste that I'm tasting. It is merely purified water. Yes, the crazy old preacher might be right.
See, that's why I love Fast. He comes through when you need him.
It's just your holy sacrament. It is the blood of your Lord and Saviour. Papa Sanguinius.
Yes. This works. This works. It's like they're believing it. I can't believe it. So yeah, you've managed to save. I imagine there are going to be some odd stories about this bar when people leave and they're like, "Wow, we saw a miracle."
That's better, actually. Who knows?
That just
We
means
might
more
attract-
customers.
Exactly. You may attract more clientele.
Jesus,
I was afraid I
Emperor.
was gonna have to. I was afraid I would have to round out everybody and start erasing people's memories.
To be honest,
I was afraid I was having to get out my flamer.
I was kind of there.
As you start grabbing, as you're seeing the speech of the cleric, realize there's an opportunity for money to be made, and starts collecting the blood in empty bottles.
Works for me, man. Look at you, just like
Works for me.
You have
should probably test that out.
like, we're gonna tell him later, right?
You have the bottles. That's not a question. You
can sell source water from Lord as holy water. I can sell chaos blood as holy blood. There's a perception.
It's warp blood. It's warp blood.
Yeah.
Not technically. Is it chaotic or not? Yeah, who knows. So sure, you can gather up the. Give me a 1d10 plus 4. Just to see how many bottles you can gather up.
4 or 5?
4. What did you get? A 10. Well, there you go. Part of what I said was true. Part of what I said was true. You got 10 bottles of warp blood. Note it down. Note it down in your inventory.
Can I put it in the Raven's inventory?
I'll give you a +10 to commerce with it because people have seen it and they bought the lie that Festus told. Kind of. So yeah, if Festus is around and people are around who, you'll get more bonuses. But if you take this to a random shop and go, I want to sell this, it's holy blood from the God Emperor or what have you. Yeah, you're only gonna get +10 to there.
No, I'm selling it at the bar.
Fair enough. When the punters next come in, you can give me an attempt. How much do I sell? Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The two servitors, for a moment, don't seem to notice the blood as they pick themselves up. Yeah, as they pick themselves up, they don't seem to notice the blood at first, and then a few seconds go by, and then like the routine seems to kick in. It's like, drink has been spilled. Drink has been spilled, as they go and get mops and start cleaning. Ezio's like, no, it's my blood! Quickly getting bottles and draining their mops into it. Like, yes. Marvelous.
Some people are commercially minded.
As we jump over to Darius, as you are on your communique, you go through Ceres, and you're able to leave a message with a couple of people, and then you get in contact with Dodgy Dave. Dodgy Dave would inform you that he can get Medicaid equipment. It would be used maybe third hand, and it will probably cost about 1,500. You don't get that much goods for that. It would basically be a poor quality one. Bit of time goes by, you get a message from the Lustful Maiden ship. He tells you that so it was 1,500 thrones for poor quality. For normal quality is 3,000. When you ring up the Emperor's Profiteer, they inform you that it should be for a good quality one, which is the one that they're doing, is, I believe it's 3 times, so it's 4,500. They list off the items that you get for the basically from Dodgy Dave. You're basically getting surgical equipment and an old cognate with poor quality stuff. From the Emperor's Profiteer, for 4,500, you're getting a good quality medical cognate unit. You're getting a good quality medical auspex. You're getting a good quality medical bed, good quality surgical equipment with auxiliary data probe scanner, so you can actually go in and scan closer details and things like that. So it'd be up to you.
Fully equipped with diagnosers and everything else.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Whereas the Lustful Maidens one, normal quality, it has the scanners, but it just has the main scanner. It doesn't have all the extra stuff, all the probes and everything.
Doesn't have the frills.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay.
I suggest we buy the good quality stuff. I don't think we can skimp on overhealing with the rate we're getting hurt.
What is the speed at which we can get a hold of these from each person?
So Dave is going to take some of the equipment he can get you today, but you'll have the whole package in maybe 2-3 days. For the Lustful Maiden, Shoto tells you that he can probably get it to you in like 2 days, 3 possibly. Because I don't know if he could actually buy it on World, or if he'd have to take apart one of his auxiliary Medicae areas on the ship. The Emperor's Profiteer tells you you can have it today, and he will send one of his shuttles down to the closest shuttle port, and then he'll basically pay for it to be transported to your club.
All right. Is there any way to get even a little bit of a discount off any of those? For Dave, example, I'd
It'd be
say
a
like
commerce
I
check.
could do a couple of, yeah.
It'd be a commerce check to attempt to. I mean, that's basically the bartering role. And then if you succeed on it, you would, he'd then put up, oh, well, you could do this job for me, or, you're a good customer, so I can knock this much off, so on and so forth. With Dave, I would realistically, I'd give you a +10 to a commerce check. With the Lustful Maiden, funnily enough, it would actually be a -10, and for the Emperor's Profiteer, it would probably be flat. I know he kind of likes you guys, and he hasn't seen you in a long time, and it'd probably give you a +10. I know these are all kind of weird, but that's because it's each individual character, so it's like, how do they see everyone? And Ludwig doesn't have the funds to splash around, whereas the Lustful Maid, the Emperor's Profiteer, definitely does. So he can just be like, fuck it, I don't care.
Okay, so I'll make a note of those for now. Is it alright if I come back for the commerce test?
Yeah, sure. No, that's perfectly fine.
The fourth name I gave?
Yes, was that for the
Jenny, not Carla. I had Carla on the brain, so Jenny.
So you mean the tech priest who sat here?
Yeah. I need to get in
sure.
contact with her to ask if she knew of any local places that. Well, she got a job as a Medicae officer, essentially, or Medicae, or just as a Medicae, sorry. And more or less, I'm looking for someone close by that might not miss a few things for if it may be urgent.
So we're talking like a backstreet doctor, kind of.
Either a backstreet doctor or one of those
Medicae outposts.
Smaller stations. One of those smaller stations that it might not be in the right side of town, that one good loose window and a couple of sacks of stuff later.
Sure. Yep. So you are in the Middle Hive now.
Yeah.
She could point you out to a number of actual decent Medicae hospitals that are located on a number of floors. Because this is the Middle Hive, you do have access to Administratum. Well, basically all the Artums are here, basically. So they would have Medicae facilities. She can point out a number of Lower Hive ones, which are kind of on the middle of Lower Hive and Middle Hive, where there's a chance you could find some better quality stuff, and the security might be a bit less, but Middle Hive security would be quite high, in her opinion. Although, with your ident chits, you could technically go into a Medicaid facility and get Medicaid treatment utilizing your ident chits. So basically, you'd be going into a proper hospital under the guise of a member of a rogue trader crew who's been injured. They would treat you under the intention that the rogue trader would pay your medical bills, for example.
Okay, that's good to know.
Well, you have the ident chip, and it's something that, you know, technically you're in a middle hive area. Why wouldn't they give medical treatment to a rogue trader crewman who's accidentally got stabbed by someone or accidentally got mugged, they got shot, you know? But then you would need to file a report basically about, oh, I came out of this bar and someone shanked me down a dark alley. That would then go into the crime report statistics for the hive. There is a process with that kind of shit, but it's unlikely you'd get questioned because rogue trader crewman. It's like, unless the other party is offended and brings it up, meh.
Okay. Oh. Right. I guess I'll write this stuff down and I'll bring it to... I guess I'll bring it to the group.
Okay, so you finish your conversation. It takes a while because, you know, there's a lot of waiting and you're bringing up 2 rogue traders, so there's, you know, a bit of back and forth. It takes a while. When you come down, you know, you quickly look into the flat. No one's there. Check on your sister. Oh, by the way, Winters, she's doing fine. Darius, she looks like she's doing fine. Black and blue, and, you know, like horrible pussy burn marks where, you know, you have to let the air breathe to it for no, you don't. You cover it up. You know, she's got lots of plastic on her covering up bits and bobs. Yeah, she seems to be fine, still unconscious. You head downstairs and you're like, what? By the God Emperor's holy ballsack happened here? As it appears as if the servitors... Wait, can I not? Ah, sadness. I shall have to go over to the map then. As the servitors appear to be mopping up a vast quantity of blood. And Ezio has 10 bottles stacked on his table, which appear to have red liquid in them. One of the bar girls goes over to the door and just puts the closed sign up. It's like, okay, we'll just closed for now.
Yeah,
maybe a lunchtime
looks
service.
like a good plan. I will start writing labels. Holy water, only blood priest certified.
Give me a deception roll to see how well you write these on. I'll give you a +10. And
deceive?
Deceive. Hang on a minute. Let me just have a look what other things you can deceive. It's not just for... Yeah, I'll let you use intelligence or fellowship for your deceive.
I'll use fellowship.
We see another natural 1, and it's like ridiculous degrees of success. Not a natural 1, but a bloody good roll with 3 degrees of success. So actually, you should have had another one because I said we were +10.
+10.
So you actually got 4 degrees of success. You know, you're not really an artistic kind of guy, or you never thought of yourself as one. But as you're kind of like, you've peeled off the original label of the beer, and you've taken your time to split the 2 sections of, okay, right, split that, and then you've stuck that back onto the bottle, and then you're just taking a pen and just drawing, and by the end of it, you look at the label and you're like, actually, that could the Imperial Quilla looks right, and it's the God Emperor's sanctified red, and you're just like, yeah, this could work.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no.
No.
No, no.
So,
We're gonna have
change
to
the
change
bottles.
about that.
The priest did say it was a ritual from the god.
Well, it was a test.
Yeah,
it was
that's
an illusion from, but we'll go. Add to your bottles. So you're going to get +5 for each degree of success. So it's no longer a +10 commerce. It's now a +30 because you've just added a +20 to it when you try and sell it.
Oh boy.
This will get me on the hit list of the Inquisition, won't it?
Well, you're in the Inquisition, so
I wouldn't say the
Hereticus.
Inquisition, I would say the Ecclesiarchy.
Definitely. Yeah, how is Festus
Your own
kind of...
teammate is trying to. You're trying to sell Warp Flood here. This is not going to end well for anyone.
Yeah, at all. I wouldn't do that.
Right. So, real quick, I'm going to make an awareness test to see what all I can see what is going on in this room.
You get a +20.
Fuck all, apparently.
You get a +20 because there is a lot of red everywhere. Ezio is basically covered in red. Jenny, well, she was red anyway, but she's covered in red. Liliana,
You also
Mordecai...
see dollar signs in my eyes. Throne signs. Sorry.
So yeah,
Did you
Liliana,
fall on the floor
Mordecai...
in the wind?
Yeah, they all did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all did.
I did.
I think.
I did.
I
Oh
didn't.
no, you didn't. You got an actual
Just
one.
Ezio.
And yeah,
I rolled a 96 on my toughness test.
it was meant to be strength, but never mind. You still fell over in the blood, and all the NPCs did as well. So yeah, Nuella and Castella are both covered in red. The table is red. I mean, by the time you come down, maybe it's gone a little bit more. Well, no, it'd still be red. For now, it's still liquidy. And yeah, the servitors are currently mopping up, and their mops are bright, well, not bright red, but crimson red. So you don't notice much other than all this fucking red.
Oh boy. Alright. I'm
Winters has
shaking
run
my
up to
head
you, and you don't notice her. And you're just like, what is all this red? Winters is just there going, Darius. Where did it all come from? I don't know.
Look at this. There's red stuff everywhere.
I'll
What's
deal
this?
with this
What's this?
later. I have more pressing things to do. I'm looking at these guys covered in blood. They're fucking around with bottles and shit, and Winters seems to has a little bit of sense about her, so I'm just turning to Winters and go, right. I've narrowed our choices down to 3 unless we want to do some breaking and entering.
So,
Yeah. We need to do a little bit of negotiating with the rogue trader. Best deal we can get is with Dave. But
probably the most intriguing history on those pieces of equipment.
meanwhile, the Profiteer is looking over 4,500 to be exact, for their equipment. It can be installed today. Middle of the road is the Maiden again with 3,000.
Sorry, I have to burst some bubbles here. I got that wrong. It's 9,000 for the best.
Oh,
Oh dear
it's-
lord.
It's 3 times the price.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
God.
3
And it's-
times normal, not 3 times 4.
Yeah, poor quality is 1,500, normal 3,000,
Yep.
so it's 3 times 3,000. It's like, oh shit.
I mean-
9 grand.
I
If
can
the
pitch
FDK
in.
comes,
But so Winters, as you actually look down the list of equipment that was sent in, this is to build a proper Medicaid hospital suite of really good quality. And there's pretty much everything you could want there, except from the ability to actually regrow limbs, which would be best quality. Being able to have the equipment to regrow shit.
Honestly, that's better than what I expect. So, if we get that, we're basically set.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we
you
can always
get a-
build up to that if need be.
And that would also give you I think it's a +10 on all Medicaid tests. It might be a +20. No, I think it's a +20.
So right now, the condition of my sister is she still has broken ribs and shit floating around inside her, but she's stable. Correct.
Yes.
So we do need to perform surgery on her. Correct.
Yeah. But for that, we need proper surgical gear, at least, preferably proper cogitate unit. So, as much as a cheap alternative in the form of Dave's gear is interesting, it's not what we're looking.
Did Jenny mention anything about a surgery nearby?
Yes, she can point to a number of them because you're middle hive at the moment. And just so for poor quality, it's -10. For average, it's flat. For good, it's +10. For excellent, where again you're able to regrow shit, is +20. The closest Medicaid place that Jenny could like point out at the moment is probably like an hour drive. No, less than an hour drive. 56 minutes with good traffic. Well, sorry, no, normal traffic. With good traffic, it would be 34 minutes. And technically, you could ask the rogue trader to send you down another ident chit. It's not out of
No,
possibilities.
that's going a little too far, I think, for that. I'm honestly thinking I could, while we're waiting for even the good or normal to come in, go out for a smash and grab and literally just come back with a surgical kit for the interim. Because we still need it.
Winters would know a surgical kit would basically be an average to perform. Like you'd have the equipment to do the surgery, but you wouldn't have any bonuses or negatives to it.
No.
I would, if we're just gonna have exclusively a surgical, nothing else. It's gonna be risky.
Yeah. So what? Pull some cash together for the normal, or all right? So pull some cash together for the maidens, or the.
Preferably, yes.
Just as a reminder, Darius, because I know a lot happened last episode, you did get 75,000 thrones worth of fungus.
Yep.
So technically, and you also got rare fungus as well, which needs to be experimented on. But you could sell off that for a lower price if you guys do need extra cash. or technically Winters could, or Jenny, if she has the skills, could attempt to make some medicine, some sort of stuff from the fungus. I've got it around here somewhere. There would be that as an option as well.
All right. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go around and asking everyone for just like hand over some cash for the surgical thing, but
I genuinely can't
9,000?
remember how much everyone has, so you could all still be minted for all I know.
yeah.
I mean, I haven't even like considered the 75k, but without that, I am fucking broke.
I have
With it, I'm not
3,000 thrones, and Mordecai owes me
I paid you
1,000
back.
thrones.
Oh no, yeah, I paid you back part. Yeah, that was it.
Winters,
So
we
yeah,
could
it's
try.
still 1,000 down.
We
Sorry.
could
1,000.
try talking to the rogue trader to try and. What would you? Because you're the medic, going to be trying to doing all this shit. You're gonna want the good. You're gonna want the good one for now, right?
Yes.
We could try talking them down, price wise. Although commerce isn't my skill.
It
It's
is
no
mine
one's
to
skill.
some extent.
It's don't lie. It's no one in Dark Heresy ever buys that fucking skill. It's like never comes up.
Technically speaking, I
Excuse
do have
you.
the commerce skill,
Oh,
and I
did-
have used it
Oh,
multiple
sorry.
times.
Did you actually buy it? Okay, fair enough. Like
I had
in a
bought it
normal
a
game.
long time ago.
I do not.
Hey, I have trade cook and trade performance. I just don't have commerce, the skill itself. So you know, I've got 2 other like trades that no one fucking uses except me.
Yeah, I need to actually look into a trade properly too. But
There's a lot of them. There's a
so
lot of
hang on.
traits.
So Jim and Eris both have commerce, right?
Commerce, yeah. I do simple trades. It's how I, have more money than most of the party.
Yeah.
How much have you got?
3 grand, and Mordecai owes me 1,000.
Yeah, just over 1,000.
Okay, I think Eris wins though.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Which was
Okay, I'll get a line to the Inquisitor's ship and see if I can get Eris to, or not Eris, sorry, get Winters to talk to him, put him up a little, and maybe use a little bit of Medicaid knowledge to, move the price down a little.
Okay, so you're ringing up the Emperor's Profiteer. You would be in contact with. Have I gone past it? I've gone past it. You are in contact with, not Ludwig's. It would be Seneschal, who is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lick the lips to get ready for this one. Silison Mary. Silison Mary. Silison? It is Silison Mary. I'm going to post this in chat and then someone's going to be like, no, you dumbass. It's I can't read names, alright? It's Silison.
Yeah, Silison Mary.
Thank fuck for that. Okay, so,
Sebastian, maybe?
no, Silison. I'm going with Silison. It's more 40.
Almost like Allison, but Sil.
How about Mary?
Just say Mary. Fuck it.
Problem is, there's Mary Dave, there's Dave Dave.
There's plenty of Marys, there's plenty of fucking Lilianas and Tiffany's and everything too. Shush.
Oh, technically speaking, so far, only one Liliana.
So over the comms you hear, yes, greetings, Mary here, Seneschal of my most honourable Captain Jackton Briston von Ross, rather, a bit old in the years. How can I help you?
There is already talked to her, right?
No.
Yeah, I already talked to him, but
I'm the seneschal. I deal with the trade of the ship, you see. No point letting the doctor talk to you about finances. That's my area of expertise, my dear. Sorry, you have to apologize. I don't think I've met you. I met some of them, but not all of them. So, let me see here. A good quality Medicaid suite. That captain of mine. Blessed be he by the Emperor, of course, but these prices. You can hear some clicking and clacking in the background. Winters. Sounds like an abacus comes out at one point.
For fuck's sake.
So I
yes.
see 9,000 thrones was the price given by my most honourable captain.
Yes, however, we might be able to acquire some of the more biological components, i.e. drugs, medicinal, and others locally, so we would probably not entire
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, I could see as to removing some of the excess goods. My most glorious and honourable captain, beloved by the Emperor, is he who has provided some of these more expensive items. You hear some more click-clacking, and then definitely the sound of an abacus being reset, and then click-clacking. I see. Well, let me have a look here. So, I could see knocking off 500 thrones. So, Winters, would you like to give me a commerce check? You get a +10 because you're dealing with the captain's this particular the Emperor's Profiteer ship. You gave quite a good argument, so I'll also give you a +5 for the removal of some of the medical drugs. The recreational drugs he's kept on there, but still.
Watch me crit fail.
That's alright, that's what 42 points for. It was actually
Single
a success. Wasn't much of a success, but it was a success.
I'm gonna gamble and I'm gonna fortune point that.
Sure.
Yes.
Ooh.
Good.
Worth it.
Okay. So
8 fucking degrees.
Let me see. Okay, so we'll add Lib a little bit onto what you've said. Given the fact that this is the luxury sprint trader of Captain Jack Briston von Ross's ship. No, it's Rose's ship, for fuck's sake. Everything's pretty much best quality. Yeah, it was Roy, wasn't it? Sorry, my brain is just fucking up when I'm looking at all these names again.
No, it's Rose. Roy is
Rose.
The Lord Commander. Yeah.
At this point, what I have is this. Jack Briston Vale Rose.
Alright, yeah, that's why we're getting confused.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's because of the
Sebastian
Lord Commander.
Roy is the Lord Commander.
Yeah, it's because of too many Jacks in this game, too many Marys, too many Daves. It's just my own fault. So we'll say that you do. So his communication gear is basically best quality. You know that the lines are really secure when communicating with him. So you drop. My master would be very, very grateful to be able to have this equipment, and that gets him thinking. And you hear the abacus reset, and it's a very pleasant click clacking sound. from the sound of it, is you're like, I'm pretty sure that's a type of stone, or precious stone at the very least. But then so there's more click clacking. But then there's a very audible ding, 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 as it sounds as if he's moving a different piece of the abacus around. Well, the most benevolent God Emperor has seen fit to deliver upon my most honourable captain much in the ways of advantage in trade, and I can't deny the fact that his most acceptable of intuitions on this behalf have often played to the ship's benefit. Very well. I can see this trade being lucrative. But your argument is very persuasive. I must, however, watch the bottom line, and at cost, this item would be 7,000 thrones. However, the advantage of trade and how my most honourable captain sees your most august of institutions, I would be willing to go down as low as 6. Yes, 6 would be the number that would be acceptable for the ship, the crew, and of course my captain and myself. Most honourable captain, I had.
Out of character real quick. I'm thinking about going up to 6.5 again, just so they think of it a little more favorable of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, from the sounds of his voice, he doesn't sound unhappy with the trade. You've done such a good argument, and you've got 8 degrees, so he definitely doesn't sound unhappy, as if you're like twisting the knife in to force him into, we are the Inquisition, you don't want us poking around in your ledgers and this kind of shit. He seems happy with this trade.
Real quick, how much did we get for the fungus? How much worth of fungus do we have?
75.
75,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, because there's only 70,000 in the... Someone's skimming off the top.
Did I miss a 5?
Someone's skimming off the top.
Hang on a minute. Oh, no, maybe it was 70,000 because you... Hang on, I remember doing it from the sheet on how much was made last time, and I think you got... Yeah, sorry, it is 70,000 because Ceres made for you guys last time 35,000 worth in one go, and then another 35,000 in another go. So she did 2 lots last time, so this time I've just added the 2 together, so she can do one big batch.
Okay. Do we want to eat into that, or do we want to pool up for that? That's what, 6,000? 6,000 or 6,500?
It's up to
I was
Winters
getting
at the
up to
moment.
6.5. Just say, we don't want to put too much of a dent into your finances. We'll go up to 6.5.
Oh, well, that's most generous of you, and I will ensure that my most honourable of Captain Beloved is here, that he hears of your generosity, because it's rather nice when accords can be met. You also, I should have added this before, when he comes onto the Vox, you hear a lot of jingling and jangling when he moves. His voice sounds very refined, silky smooth, as if this is his main job, is to talk to people and do business. Does Ludwig even have a seneschal? I don't think he does. No, he
Ludwig
doesn't.
is his own seneschal.
Yeah, Ludwig is his own seneschal. He doesn't. He has very little. Well, if that is all, I will ensure that it will be delivered to you and installed if needs be. Let me just calculate the traffic down onto World at the moment is quite horrendous. More tic-tac-tacking of the abacus. As long as the port authorities allow transportation quickly and without duress, I should see it coming to you, and also with the hive's traffic. But we'll try to get on priority departures about 7 p.m. Planet-side time. So that'd be 8 hours from now.
Okay. You guys good for that?
Yeah.
Sounds
Right.
awesome.
Change it, it would probably be 7 hours.
Stop with the fucking sevens.
So 7
Especially when
hours.
it's to do with heal someone.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the very first roll you made today was 77.
Yeah. Do you know what happened after that? It was bad. If I was played a Psyker today, so I have rolled 1, 2, 3,
You've
4,
done as many
5.
psychic phenomena as we have now. It's a team.
I've done 5 doubles tonight.
Fucking hell.
I've done 5 doubles tonight. I did 88 twice in a row.
Glad I'm not a twist.
I'm sorry, I do have to ask, how
not
many
twice.
psychic foxes that we had? I have never had a psychic fox. Absolutely honest.
It's Nuffle
It's
decides.
it's
Nuffle
like
decide.
3.
Admittedly, I got 2 of those doubles. No, I got 2 of those doubles when I was using the psychic character, which really pissed me off, because that 77, that wasn't for a psychic character. That was just for a random event to happen and what was going on. And then I got another double, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, what's going on? Right, let's get rid of these quickly. And yeah, as soon as Noella comes up, and I used a fortune point to re-roll the 91, so I was like, great, 44. Can't actually stop that. Marvelous. Oh well.
Right.
So yes, by this
6,500.
evening, you'll have your Medicaid suite.
I guess we'll take it out of the fungus rather than.
I mean, technically speaking, the fungus money is everyone's money, so taking money from there for something that will benefit everybody is fine by me. Just
Yeah.
there is no reason
Plus-
for us not to do that.
Plus, if it really came to it, it would still be within your slice of that anyway.
Yeah.
So you all
without having
get
to worry about that.
12,000. You all get 12,000 for the fungus sale. No, you don't. There's 7 of you. No, it's not. There's 6 of you divided by
Yeah, that's-
70,000 is.
If
We all
we've
get
still
10,000.
got- If we
So
still get the
basically-
ship online, I would like to personally ask for a medical megaton rate if they can set me up with one.
From the road trade ship. They more than likely do have one because they have quite an extensive team. So yeah, I can't see why they wouldn't have one. The Seneschal would see that it is obviously locked to, like, the Adeptus Mechanicus must approve this transaction. He asks if you have an Adeptus Mechanicus ID, which you give a binaric reference number, which he can then put in, and it gives a little tick sign. Okay, sure, you can have it. Otherwise, you'd have to pay black market prices. So yeah, 500
Those are
krones.
expensive.
Well, black market prices, yeah. I mean, 500 thrones is actually like quite nice price, really. I don't know. I still haven't decided if I'm running a money-rich campaign or a money-poor campaign at the moment. But it's been a long campaign. You guys need money to suit up. It's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So sure, yeah, you can do that. Whoever's going to do the maths, just remember, Ceres also takes a take. So when dividing it up, I know it's 10,000, but there's some change in there as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So at the moment we're down to 6,000 or 63,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Just call it 10,000 each.
Yep,
63,000, 62,500. Yeah, 62,500. No, that's wrong. It's 6.5. No,
60,
it's not. It's
63
right.
and a half.
Yeah, 63 and a half.
So wait, how many is there? There's
6 players plus 1 NPC.
So 7. So it's literally just 10,000 each from the starting.
Yeah.
So each fungus share is worth 10,000. So mine's down.
Did
So
someone
already
count the Soon Raccoon? Did someone count the
forward.
Soon Raccoon? The Soon Raccoon doesn't take a cut.
2, 3, 4. There's
So
only 5
it
players.
was
Is
5
the count.
players
There's
plus
5 players.
Stephanie
and-
or
no,
NPC?
5 players plus Ceres, who's doing all the work. Ceres.
So it's 11,666 reoccurring.
That's your
Fucking
number.
sexist.
How much do we all get? 10,000 what?
11,000 and something.
11,666.
So
Yeah.
And someone gets an extra.
Ceres gets the extra one. She's like, I did all the work. I'm taking this extra throne. It's fucking mine.
Yeah, she gets the 667.
Okay, so 11,306. That makes it to. I have 4 grand, not 4 grand, 14,000. I'm rich
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
You got more coming that I can sort out after the session because that's maths right now and I can't do maths.
Yeah, it's all good.
How are we all doing for time? Because it is getting up there, and I've just noticed.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Fuck.
Yeah, probably about when we should be calling it. That's
Okay,
all right.
cool. So we'll stop it. We'll basically say it's like 1 o'clock lunchtime, as you guys have like put in your requests to the Rogue Trader. I'll let you also put in some extra requests if you do need to pick up some ammo or something medium style, and we can pick it up next time. So I certainly hope everyone enjoyed that episode. I wasn't actually sure what was going to happen in this episode. I knew they wanted to talk to Noella, so I was like, okay, I've got that little bit handled. What else is going to happen? So it's been a good episode. I've enjoyed it. I've very much enjoyed being able to sit back and just listen and respond every now and then. It's been good. It's been good. I certainly hope all of you out there enjoyed it as well. And if you did, give a like, maybe subscribe, and pass the series around. Other than that, follow the Etsy link. The Inquisition have ordered you now. And yes, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everyone. And as always, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Appease the Chaos Gods.
No.
See ya. Also, no. Except with Slanesh, maybe.